Hey everybody, it's another Friday and it's 5 for Friday. Chip Walters with Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates here with you, and Richard Lewis is here, and always around here it is a blue Friday. As you can see, our togs and what's behind us. Football season coming up. Have you got your season tickets yet? Well, if you haven't, you need to do so. Today on our 5 for Friday, 5 good minutes with Richard talking about absorption. May not be the sexiest of terms, and if you're in the market, you may not understand exactly what it means. But if you're a seller or a buyer, it's very, very key. And right now, with the heavy buying and selling season coming on, I wanted to bring Richard in and kind of give us a 1 minute explanation of what absorption is, and then we'll kind of get into where the market is.
Well, absorption is the number of houses that are in a certain price point that are actively for sale. And the way you determine that is you take a period of time of what is sold in that price point. So, for example, in the last 5 months, if we've sold 100 houses in a certain price point, that means we've sold an average of 20 a month. So if currently there's 80 houses in that price point, you divide 80 by the 20, and that gives you 4 months of inventory, which would tell you that if you want to sell your house and
Somebody right there wanting to do that.
Yep, absolutely. We'll put Jay on hold for a second, but let's say if you've got 4 months of inventory in that your price point, and you need to be somewhere in 2 months, then you either need to make your house stand out from the others or price your house accordingly. And that also is with the assumption that there's no more houses come on the market in that price point. Um, we are definitely in the most active period of the real estate market. The National Association of Realtors, specifically for the Middle Tennessee area, May, June, July, and August, the last 5 years have been the four most active months in our market.
Yep. And so now, how does that affect people in our market right now? Because the those folks who are looking for that 250 and under, the timeline is much shorter as far as absorption. And have you seen with your data the market changing from a complete seller's market to something more balanced?
I think from what I've seen and talking with other agents in our marketplace, it's still that 150 and under is a very hot market with multiple offers in a very short period of
Literally
time.
like a week,
But
if that.
in days.
Yeah.
Recently we had a house over here in Brent Mead that I was wanting to show to one of my buyers, priced at 247, and there were multiple offers, multiple requests for showings. And basically what they did is they turned it into an open house on Tuesday from 4 to 7, highest and best by noon on Wednesday, and they would process and select a buyer offer by 4 o'clock on Wednesday. So 250 and under is still very hot, and we've got actually less than 1 month of inventory as far as the absorption goes in the marketplace in Murfreesboro.
Where do you see the market turning? At what price point do you see it to where it goes from being extremely hot to where it is more balanced, or even toward the seller side or the buyer side, rather?
I think what we're seeing currently is once you eclipse that 350 price point, the number of buyers in that price range go down, and there is more new construction in that price point. So there's that would be a more balanced market, in my opinion.
What advice would you give? We talked about sellers. How do you separate yourself? What advice do you give buyers who are looking to make a purchase when they look at the absorption rates? Which, by the way, we're going to put the latest up on my website at choosechip.net.
As a buyer, first of all, you need to be prepared to work with a good, strong local lender. Somebody that is in the market, somebody that will get you pre-qualified, not pre-approved, but pre-qualified. They run your credit. They say, yes, you can buy a house up to X. The second thing is be prepared to go that day when something hits the market. It won't, if it's under 275, you need to go that day. You can't wait till the weekend, or you can't wait till the next afternoon, because more than likely you're going to be in a multiple offer situation. So those two things are critical. The last thing is be willing to negotiate and be flexible with your terms. Find out what's important to the seller, and craft your offer to help the seller choose you.
All right. That's 5 good minutes with Richard Lewis today. Richard, appreciate the time. We're in overtime right now. We're a little over 5 minutes.
Well, no problem. Glad to help you out, Chip. And anybody out there that needs to buy or sell a house, you got two good guys right here.
There you go. So give us a call at 896-5656 or Richard's cell phone. You can find it pretty easily, mine as well, and exitmurfreesboro.com on the web. So everybody have a great weekend, and we'll have another 5 for Friday coming up next week. Thanks.
Go Blue Raiders.
Exactly.